So today I'm going to take you through the editing process for my wedding photos. Hopefully this will give you an idea of what happens to your photos after the day. So a bit like behind the scenes. I'm using Lightroom and I've uploaded 7 different photographs from different weddings from different parts of the day, starting in the morning all the way to the last dance. I mean the first dance. It's not the last dance. The way I start off editing a wedding is to look at what sort of presets are going to work. Now I've designed these 6 presets to work in all sorts of different situations, so like low light, lots of light, and they're all sort of aimed at creating nice skin tones. There's nothing too drastic. It's not like a Instagram filter. I use it as a base and then adjust from there. So this photo was taken in the morning during springtime with the daffodils at the background. The girls got ready and we decided that we'd take some bridal party portraits outside, and the weather was really nice. So let's go over and have a look which sort of one starts to work. I mean, I like that one, but I really like that warm light. It's a bit too sort of overexposed, so let's just bring that down. And we just take profile setting down a bit. The profile, the warm light has made the whole thing very warm, which is really lovely, but it's turned the grass a little bit orange, and for spring that's not the sort of thing that you want. So you can go into your colours and we can just boost that grass and make it a little bit more green. I mean, we're not going to go crazy because that's just ridiculous, but we just want to add in a little bit more green. So there's before and there's sort of after. You can make the grass a little bit darker if you wanted to. On this bridesmaid's arm we've got this little reflection, so what we can do is go to our spot remover and we can just click it and it just removes straight away like it wasn't there. I mean that, so before and after, you wouldn't even be able to tell. And you can do that for anything. So if you wake up in the morning and you've got a spot on your face, tell your photographer and they can sort it out for you. I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's a really nice photo. I'm going to move on to the next one. So when we came back inside, the bride she was really into her shoes that she was wearing, so we decided that we might as well take a photo of those shoes, and I really love this photo. The only thing I don't like is that shoe size there. What we can do, we can zoom in and we can get this spot marker. Now sometimes if it's too difficult to remove, we can go into Photoshop and do a much better job, but for something like this hopefully we won't have to do that. So there we go, did. So let's go into presets again now because we've gone inside. I mean, it'd probably work in a black and white, but I know the colour of the shoes is important. That is nice. That is also nice. Let's go for the moody one. Yeah, that's a little bit less in your face. So we just bring down this tone curve because we don't want to crush the blacks too much. Now, fine with wedding photography, you don't want to be making too many edits. I try and make sure that my editing is more natural. Just taking down the exposure of this window a little bit, just because it's a little bit distracting from the shoes themselves, and a little bit gold to see if we can. No, I like that. So we're just shaping the colour a little bit as well. Yeah, I really like that. Again, this was a bridal portrait in the morning before the ceremony. Really love this, love the background, love the way she's standing and just looking at the flowers. There's a few things wrong with this, it's a bit wonky, and we've got this big drain pipe down the left hand side, but we can easily sort that out by going into the crop. Took longer than it should have done there. All right, let's have a look at what sort of presets will work for this. Quite like warm light again, to be honest. Let's go with warm light for now. I'm going to take the exposure down just a little bit because we don't want it too overexposed. Just raise the highlights because we want the dress to pop. Now, the problem is we've got this, the background is very light and she's very light, so we want to create a nicer contrast. I'm going to use a graduated filter. Again, pull that across. And what we can do as well, we can use the brush tool. We can sort of just make her face. It's got a few shadows on there that we can get rid of. Not get rid of, but just brighten that up a bit. Make it stand out a bit. So that's after, that's before on her face. So it's only a slight adjustment and you probably would never even notice, but there it is. So the next one, ceremony picture of sort of putting the rings on. I love the blurry background, the separation is great. The only thing I don't like is this woman's red jacket, which distracts a bit from the whole photo. I think what will work is Moody 18 for this one. I mean, that is very nice. First, I'm going to get rid of this red jacket. So we get the brush tool, I'm going to take down the saturation, and I'm just going to paint in that. There we go. So I want to brighten this photo up a little bit. It's a little bit on the dark side. So raise the exposure. Really nice. So the next one, this is a classic. This is after the ceremony, and we found this really nice long driveway at the venue. I like to call it forced naturalness, where I make the couple walk and then walk back to me. It's a really easy way of getting a nice photo, and you don't need to pose or anything like that. First thing I'm going to do though is just crop it in a bit. Love it. So let's have a look, see which preset. Quite like that one. Problem with this photo is that it's really bright on the road, but the people aren't so bright. So let's see if we can bring down those highlights a little bit. So that's a lot better already. And what we can do, we can try and make the focus more on the both by just putting in some graduated filters to darken the brighter bits up. Right, next shot. So this shot was taken literally just as I was leaving the car. So I came over from the wedding venue to the reception venue, and the two flower girls were looking at the horses, and you can clearly see that it's overexposed, and that's because I was in the dark church and it's coming out into the blazing afternoon sun. So I didn't really have time to adjust the camera settings. I just wanted to get the shot. So what we're going to do first, we're just going to go and have a look at what works in terms of editing. I'm going to go for this M14. We just bring that in and we take down the exposure even more. We can just bring back some of that cloud detail. I think that is good. Let's just have a look at the grass. So this was done in summer, so we want to make sure that the grass is looking nice and green, and it's also making that their bouquets are nice and green. So moving on to the last one, to the first dance. There was a big sign just in front of them here that was lighting them up really nicely. Really nice photo, really love it. Love their expressions on their faces. So again, what I reckon, this photo probably worked really nice in black and white. Oh, it's just beautiful, just really nice. So black and white would work straight off the bat. So in terms of colour, I'm going to go for my Moody 18 again. It's a little bit orange here, so we're going to take down and make it a little bit cooler. There we go. That's nice. I'm just going to raise up the exposure just a bit. There we go. And this is sort of distracting in the background, so we can get rid of that. I mean, we could paint it up. I'm going to use a graduated filter because why not? There we go. I really like that. That edit is nice. Hopefully that gives you an insight into how I edit photos for a wedding. Usually I have about 700, 800 photos from a full wedding day that takes around 4 to 6 weeks of editing after the wedding day. If you want some more information, get in contact with me, go on my website and get in touch.